course we are. Said about 4 o'clock. In fact, it's exactly 4 o'clock. My time anyway. Here in old-timey land, as the American friend calls it. We're here with Lotus Turbo Challenge II. It's in on cue. There it is. Thanks, Gremlin. Game came out in... I'm just fiddling around with things. Hang on. This game came out in 1991, so it's 27 years old. Believe it or not, just to make you feel really old, everyone. Got some details on my phone here because, like I said, all knowledge is spawned on one's phone. It was developed by Magnetic Fields and published by Gremlin Graphics. And yes, very excited. Composed by Barry Leach, and this music is quite legendary, as you can hear it. I hope you can hear it. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft. But yeah, we put a poll out last Sunday at the end of the last episode, asking what game we're going to play. And I did 5 driving games, random games from random places, random platforms, I should say. One of them was actually Ridge Racer Type 4. Not one vote for that. It's a great game. What's wrong with you people? Anyway, this came out at #1 by a clear winner, and not surprisingly, really. Although Burning Rubber on the Amstrad GX4000 had a good showing, got to be said. But yeah, not great. But anyway, this game came out on the Amiga, as we're playing it on. I'll describe what machine I'm playing on in a moment, but this is I'm playing on the Amiga. An Amiga CD32 as well. Also on the Atari ST. So I could have played on the ST, because I do have an ST, as everyone knows. If you watched episode 1 of Games of Praise, you would have seen me playing Carrier Command on an Atari ST. So there we go. Acorn Archimedes came out on, and the Sega Genesis. Now I've seen the Sega Genesis version of this game. It's very bad. Don't bother, etc. It's just generally bad. So yeah, in comparison, it's pretty poor. So this is a sequel to, obviously, the Lotus Turbo Challenge 1, which was much more a sim game. They turned it into much more an arcade game, for reasons that I can't quite fathom. Other interesting things about this game is that you could actually link it with other computers via null modem cable. It's like the older sort of pre-LAN gaming version of LAN gaming. So you actually link up a serial cable between 2 computers. And it didn't have to be the same platform either. So you could have 2 Amigas or an Atari ST and an Amiga, battle it out kind of thing. So this is a well-known thing that happens. So yeah, it's a very standard sort of racing game. I've read the instructions because there's one thing we pride ourselves here on Games of Praise is that we read the manual, read the instructions. And so I've read through, and there's not much to it really. You just press fire and go. Now I am running this on my Amiga A1200. The A1200 is pretty. There's not much to it. In other words, I haven't really modified it very much. The only thing I've taken out is the floppy drive and replaced it with a Gotek drive, which I highly recommend because they're solid state drives means that, nothing's going to go wrong with them. Well, not saying nothing. The reduction of things go wrong. Anyway. And there's also, it's got a 8 megabyte fast RAM expansion board in it, but no CPU replacement. And other than that, it's also got an SD card, not an SD card, a compact flash card, hard disk drive. So other than that, very straightforward. So I press the fire button. So what am I using as a controller? Because that's something else we also talk about on this show. Is we talk about what kind of controller we use, because we use contemporary controllers, and we never emulate anything as best we can. It's very, very, very rare that we, very extreme circumstances, we'll ever emulate something. But so, like I said, it's real hardware we're streaming from, and so I'm playing it on this. This is the Gravis gamepad. It's released in 1990, I think. This particular one, might be wrong, but it's very old. I've had this. When Desert Strike came out, I bought this for Desert Strike for the Amiga because I didn't want to use keyboard commands so it has multiple buttons, which is going to allow me this the Amiga can actually recognise. This is cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my name in first. I am Chris. Up in there. There you go. Got a lovely keyboard. Lovely action on the Amiga keyboard. People think it's a bit spongy. And they're probably right compared to the mechanical keyboards we have nowadays, but it's still, you know. So I'm going to switch over to automatic because I'm a wuss. Although I can see some merit in this game when you play it with manual. There's definitely some merit in that. I'm going to have the fire button as the acceleration. You can have up for acceleration, but because I'm using the D-pad, that wouldn't work very well. So I'm going to go for power. Power? Fire button. What was I doing? Yes, playing a game. Hang on, just over here. There you go. So there's 8 courses in all. Marks. Set. Go. I don't think there's any boost for actually hitting that at the right time like Mario Kart, so don't get excited. So here we go. So it's a very simplistic arcade game. Racing arcade game, that's what this is. The 2D sprites that are over the cars, they act sort of very Outrun-y like, very unpredictable. They sort of slide in front of you rather annoyingly. I'm not terribly good at this game, I've got to admit it right now. I've been trying to play it, I've been watching some videos and trying to get some tips on how to play it, but I think it's just a case of practice and get good kind of thing. But I am quite rather inept at it, so I apologise in advance. But it hasn't detracted me from actually finding it entertaining, and I'm quite happy that it won the poll actually. That's the fastest I've ever done that. I'm a bit alarmed. So I do try to do the slow into corners, then fast out, which is what you do with all other modern races like Forza Horizon 3 or indeed Forza 7 or the Gran Turismo games. It doesn't seem to work very well with this game though, because I'm thinking like a sim, because that's what racing games are like now. They're pretty much sim-like for the most part. But yeah. So I'm marvelling at the fact that my Gravis gamepad is still working after all these years. Oh dear. See, getting past cars is quite problematic. So you need these logs to jump over scenery. It's not very convincing animation, but yeah, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit meh. Anyway, so I can't jump over that. You just need to get maximum speed, basically. It's not. It is much. It really is a pure arcade racer. But I've been finding it very difficult to get very far in this game. Oh well. I might just make it. Okay, there you go. So in this level, this section of this first level, that is, there's rocks on the road and that kind of thing. It gets a bit hairy. Also, the sound effects of the car hitting is a bit. It's not very convincing, and of course there's no damage to the car because Lotus wouldn't allow it. So the corners are getting trickier now. There is a brake. It's down on the D-pad. Oddly enough. Trying to get past this car. Not going to make it. Or am I going to make it? Yes, I'll make it. Here's where the rocks are on the road. Which is very alarming. But it runs really well. I think the reason people love this game so much is because controls are so tight, so reactive to what the player wants. It feels like you're really controlling the car rather than you being dragged around the track, which is what most retro racing games felt like. You were being dragged around the track whether you liked it or not, which isn't very pleasant. Whereas this game really feels like you're actually driving. So yeah, it's really, really fun. Oh, I missed the log. See, because I missed the log now, I'm going to be in trouble. Missed that log as well because the cars are in front. So I'll get this one. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's so close! Come on! Oh! Game over indeed. Oh, I need that glug. What else can we talk about this game? So, like I say, you can have link play for 4 players, 2-player split screen. Because you can have it against an Amiga, or an ST and ST, or an ST and Amiga. Because it doesn't really matter; it's just data. So I'm gonna have another go. I could put in the passcode for the city. I might do that, but I'm gonna have another go at this. Yeah, this game is definitely much reactive. You didn't have to learn the track so much as actually know how to drive as fast as you can without hitting anything. So it's very simplistic in that regard. I mean, there's no boosts, there's no... Oh, you're sliding around a corner, you get bonus kudos points and all that stuff. Nope, none of that. It's just go. Go, go. So 15 is pretty good. 15 seconds is pretty good going. One of the things I learned years and years ago when playing racing games is look where you're going, not where you are. Always look at the horizon. That way you can project what you're going to do, so you don't have to react so much. Just look where you're going. Sounds obvious, but yeah, it's really helpful hint. That applies to all racing games, regardless of their type. Always like that. Always look to the horizon. Look where you're going. Missed the log. Not impressed with myself. Go away, brown car. Here we go. Over I go. It's quite important that you hit these so you get over things like that, which I failed to do. This is one of the easier courses, by the way. This game is not easy, but it just requires you to, you know, get good, as they say. Come on. Oh, praying. So I saw the Mega Drive version of this game, which is meant to be more of a version of Lotus Turbo Challenge 3. And yeah, it's terrible. It's like a shadow of this game, and not entirely sure why. I had no idea the Mega Drive is so underpowered when compared to the computers, Amiga and the ST. No idea. I thought it was an equivalent system, but turns out not. They really struggled to get this game to work on the Mega Drive. Maybe it's just bad programming. I don't know. Yeah, I'm consistently getting to this stage now, which means I have noticeably improved. Because I've been practicing a little bit today with this game because I hadn't played it in such a long time. I thought, well, I better get some practice in before I make a complete fool of myself on the internet. There is a manual version, like you can play it as a gear change. And I think you get better control of the acceleration, which is always the case with manual cars anyway. But a lot of hazards. Am I going to make it? Probably not. I did! I did! I made it. So the password to night calls is Twilight. I remember that, so we can... When I fail this, we'll start at Twilight. Because I will mess up. So the darkness is the enemy in this particular track. You don't exactly, what I was saying earlier, oh, you just look at the horizon. Well, I can't see the horizon. But I just want to take a moment here. Look how amazing this looks on the Amiga. I mean, this is on my A1200, and it's the video output is via the not composite. It's the RGB out. So this is RGB out, not composite. That's what I've actually cooked it up to. That's why it looks pretty slick. So. Only just. Can't get past these cars. I've been told by my Retro Asylum friends to use logs. I can't use the logs. There are no logs in this level, as you well know. But thanks for the pro tip. Really appreciated. Also, notice how the sound changes as they go underneath the tunnels? Pretty cool. The sound design is incredible in this game. One thing is missing though is rumble from the joypad. I know it's a little thing, but I liked it, and it's still it's that little tactile feeling. Wow, the corners in this one is a nightmare. Just corner after corner. Not gonna make it. Am I gonna? Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Crawled over the line! So odd graphical glitches in the signs over to the left and right. Not sure why that is. Oh no, yeah, I'm not going to make it here now. No, I pushed it too far. But hey! Not bad. Not bad score. And I think I've made it to number 1. Yes. Is it Elmon 007? Thank you. There I am, 7th. Didn't make it number 1. I take it back. I got 7th though in the score chart. Okay. So I think I'll start from the city map this time. Because you want to see, right? You want to see the maps. You want to see that one again. You want to see the level 1 again. So let's just make our way through.
Marks. Set. Go.
The idea of the passwords, which don't change by the way, they're all the same. You can actually download all the passwords from the internet or find them out and it just tells you and I can just plug them in. The idea is you just practice the tracks, and then as you get better, you can actually play it all the way through and get the high score, so to speak. Can't get past these cars. It's very frustrating. Very strange graphical glitch there. See that? Look, it's so strange. Do like corner over checkpoints with no seconds. Like the sound when it hits the sides of the tunnel. It's clang. It's good. Don't want to hit the side of the tunnel, of course. Yeah, really good sound design in this game. Trying to get better, I really am. Oh, come on. Come on! Ah! Never mind. Yes, so it is this game. Oh, this version of the game doesn't have a roadmap at all, so there's no way of knowing what corners are coming up and that kind of thing. But it does have it in the Mega Drive version, so I give the Mega Drive version that, but nothing else. So let's carry on with Twilight, see if we can get our way through this and get good, as they say, get good.
Marks. Set. Go.
Blasted cars, it's just so frustrating to get past. So what happens, I end up focusing on them, ignoring everything else. Oh, it won't go away! Oh! He wouldn't go away. He just won't go away. It's, oh, very frustrating. Couldn't get past him at all. There he goes. He's gone now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. It's always within just sight, you know. Some Team Retro. Thank you very much. Chase HQ Tactics. Probably not a good idea. Yes. They're not a good idea. You know, I might... I'll do this one more time. I've got an idea. I'm going to do something. Yeah. The TCHQ tactics ain't going to work. It's just not going to fly.
Set. Go.
No, no. Oh, for Pete's sake. You don't full on stack in this game, at least I don't think you can. You can't really sort of just suddenly explode. I don't think they, again, Lotus would allow that. You just bounce off things, there's no damage shown. But it does really feel like you're driving the car, rather than being dragged around the track. Which is what so many other retro racers do. Which is really frustrating and disheartening to play. Still disappointed no one won a Ridge Racer Type 4. It's a great game. It's got a story and everything. Oh, clunk. Screw up again. Oh no, I made it! I made it! I knew I'd get better! There's no justice in the world. Yes, there is justice after all. I take it back. I'm not going to do this though. I've no idea how far I am on the track. You see, there's no map, no nothing. You just have to guess. But yeah. I wonder why those signs are glitching out. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Not all the signs, just one particular sign that's glitching. It's annoying. No, no, no. Ah. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I'm going to do something. Because I wanted to show you the next track. I mean, I'm getting better at that. I could play that again. I probably will. But, you know. Right. I've got an idea. It might work. There you go. This is the fog after the city, which I totally completed. Definitely. Don't judge me. Right. So this is what Americans think London is all the time. When it isn't. Ever. Can't see anything. Very narrow track. Can't get past these cars. Check out my jumping skills. All the cars are green, I've noticed. For some reason. Don't know why they're all green, but they are. It does feel like Outrun, this game, really does. This is what Outrun should have been like on the Amiga, but wasn't. Bit of a travesty, really. No one likes talking about Outrun on the Amiga or the ST. Didn't really work out. No, I don't believe in ran out of time. There's oil slicks on the road, which I've got to try and avoid. Another jump. Come on. I didn't see it that time. Let's try a city one again. I think you need to get better at that. I was getting better at it. It's got to be said. Just got to focus. As opposed to driving a Ford Focus, which I'm not. I'm not driving a Ford Focus. Can't get past these cars. Just cannot. He says as he does so. Oh, gobbits. This bit reminds me of one of the tracks in Ridge Racer. Bit with the tunnel. Surprised this never came out on the SNES actually. I think the Jaguar game came out on the SNES, but not this. It's a bit strange. I think the SNES would have been better at running this than the Mega Drive. Yeah, can't quite do this track. You know, I'm finding it quite tough. Okay, it's a shame they couldn't have music and sound effects in game. Even a 2-channel background beat would have worked well. I agree. There is sound effects. If you can't hear them, let me know. I'll crank up the volume a bit. I thought I'd actually set the volume just right. So if I haven't, do let me know. Bash away at this course. A couple more times and try the pea soup again. Just keep on playing for about an hour or so. So I'm getting better at it, as we've demonstrated. As long as I'm focused, I keep on getting distracted by shiny things. I'm also debating in my mind what to play next week. I think might be fun. A bit of action adventure or platformers might be quite fun. Just when you get to take them over, they'll... Oh. Oh, it's the furthest I've ever been on this track. Whoa! You see that corner? Come out of nowhere. No, not gonna make it. Ah. Game over, yes. A scene, a thing I'm very familiar with now. Try P soup again. Oops. Same place every time. Yes. Do I screw up a bit? Yeah, I think you're right. I was getting better though. Actually, I didn't fail. It's kind of the same place, but I'm debating whether to try manual actually, see if I get any better using manual. But I think, I mean, in theory, you probably get faster using manual because you have better control. I have played it in manual. It's a bit peculiar. Accelerated too early. It's my own silly fault. I'll get punished for that. I can't get past the car now. No! I can't even see that! That's not fair. Manual with that gamepad might not be a good idea. I don't know, it worked, would it? I've tried. Oh, maybe not, you're right. Have another go at the pea super. Have another go. Not the creepy music. Ooh, spooky.
Marks. Set.
I will definitely do it for a laugh. I'll play the first track on it with manual. I'll show you how awkward it is. Basically, it feels a bit like Outrun. I'll explain when I do it.
Checkpoint.
I mean, what I could do is plug in a Mega Drive pad. Might be better. Oh, just a regular joystick! Which is what everyone's going, why are you using a joystick on an Amiga? Well, I told you. I've got more than one fire button. And it's better control. Guys, I'm not going to do this either. Oh, am I? No, okay. Well, keep going, keep going. It's odd that bushes cause me to jump. Hold on, let's try the first track now with manual. I've got a Mega Drive pad just over there. It's just sitting over there. But I'll have to reboot my Amiga because you can never hot swap a joystick. Very bad. But there's one sitting over there, I can see it. There's a Mega Drive pad just sitting over there on my shelf where my Mega Drive is. No, I'm not going to swing the camera around. Okay. So let's do... Not pea soup though. Let's get rid of that. Let's see what happens when I go into manual. See how... Yeah, most people didn't know what they were doing back in the day, Sun Team Metro. They didn't know that it's very bad to hot swap joysticks because it could cause major failures inside the machine. Especially Commodore 64s. We've got 5 gears. Okay. Kind of makes sense. You do have a greater sense of control of acceleration and stuff. So you could, when you get really tight corners like this one, you can drop down to fourth and control it a bit better. So it's a bit like the high and low gear in Outrun. You just drop down to lower gear when you're. Why doesn't it jump? There you go. See what I mean? You can just sort of get around corners tighter because you just drop down a gear. Didn't make the log. Didn't hit it head on. Don't think I'm gonna make it. Time? Oh, come on. Almost prefer it. You have better control over acceleration and things. Which makes perfect sense. But it is a bit sensitive as to when I'm pressing up or down on this particular D-pad. And that wasn't bad. I mean, I did pretty good on that. I am tempted to reach over to get the Mega Drive, but I won't, because that's not what I used back in the day. I didn't have a Mega Drive when I had an Amiga, because I had an Amiga. Oh, shocking! So yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I went there. I went there, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. Hang on, got an idea, because what I can do is cheat a bit. Passwords. I think I know what the desert one is. I just want to, so I can just show you the last thing. A little bit more tracks. Game fact. Here we go. So the split screen. Oh, I always liked that. I could put just D size in all these qualify mode. That's quite fun. So let's do. Well, there's a snow level. Should we go with the snow level? Yeah, let's do that. It's called the Skids. So we'll do that. Why not? I'm cheating a bit. I know. The Skids. Here we go. Snow course. No idea what this is going to be like. Yay, snow. That's appropriate for today. Yes, it is. Oh, look, it's so Christmassy.
Set. Go.
Yeah, I said the C word I'm still in manual. Oh, I forgot that I was in manual. Oh well. This is not going to end well for me. So it's just slidey. Great. Yeah, the handling's terrible, but other than that, doesn't seem particularly challenging right now. It's one of the later levels, so. Oh, here's the skid areas, the ice patches. Oh yeah, and the snow drifts. And now it's getting challenging. It's going over the place. Yeah. You really went to town with the sound effects in this game. Even when you plough through the snow drifts, it makes a little clonk noise. Ah. Magnetic fields and their logos. Well, I think that's it. I think I'm done. I could continue playing and getting better and better and doing the same tracks over and over, but it's not particularly entertaining to watch. No, this has been really fun. I'm happy everyone chose this game. It's well deserved. Well deserved. It receives so many plaudits. And I'm really happy to get the Amiga out as well, because it's been a while since I played on the Amiga. So that's it. But that's it for this week. We'll be back next week with another game. That's chosen by you, by me. We'll put up a selection of games that we're going to play on various platforms, and just select the one, vote for the one you want to play, and we'll play it. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for joining. I think I might be airing a little bit later next week, actually, so something's cropped up. So I think it might be airing at 8 o'clock as opposed to 4. But we'll give you fair warning about that when that happens. But in the meantime, thank you very, very much for watching. We'll be back next time with another Games of Praise. Bye!